Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for being here and watching my video today. In today's video, I am going to do my eye makeup and then we are going to do the basics of makeup brushes. For today's face makeup, it's pretty much our usual. I switched up the bronzer. I'm using a Marc Jacobs bronzer, just a little test one that I got from Sephora. It's so cute. And then for blush, I am using MAC Blush Stay Pretty and a Becca highlight. Everything else is pretty much what I usually use. And for today's makeup, I wanted to do, I don't know if you can see that, it's like kind of a purpley blue with the brown outer corner. So I thought it was super pretty and I kind of matched my earrings. Can't tell, I don't think on the camera, but they're kind of like bluish. So I did that and curled my hair. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get started on my eye makeup. I think I'm gonna do the brown first. And this is, the top came off, but this is Morphe, the 25B. Great for a lot of nude. You have a row of shimmers. I panned the white shadow. So first I'm going to go in with the third shade and just put that all over my lid. Now I'm taking a slightly darker brown and putting it on top of my crease. Windshield wipers. Blend till you can't blend no more. And then I'm going to take the dark brown and I'm pretty much going to do, like half my eye and like kind of V. We have our brown down. Now for the blue. Okay, so I have this palette that I've had forever from BH Cosmetics and I've never really used it, but it came in handy for today's video because it has all of those blues. So pretty. And I think it's hard to tell because this color on her, it's kind of like a purpley blue. I don't even know what color that is, but we're gonna try and match it. That's pretty close. And then I'm going to take a thinner brush and I'm gonna go with a lighter like blue just on the corner for a little pop. lash line. Looks like it's all pretty much that brown. And bring up to meet that V. There we go. Super cute. I love that. Am I Ashley Benson yet? Alright. Now I'm going to do a little bit of black liner. No wonder it's so dark. Okay. And I have this blue liner from Sephora, and I kind of want to do a line, but I don't want to mess it up. It's so pretty, but I kind of want to. I'm gonna do it. See it a little bit, but a little pop. How fun. Okay. I don't know if you can see this. Put the blue on top, and then I kind of outline the wing. Super fun. I think we're just gonna do mascara now. There we have it. For lip, I'm going with Kylie Cosmetics, like a mini in Ginger. Makeup done. It's cute. And now we are going to talk about brushes. So I'm looking over here because I have all my notes over here. So there are two types of brushes. We have a natural and synthetic. Natural brushes are for powder products, and synthetic brushes are for like cream or liquid products. Natural brushes are usually like soft and fluffy, you know, they spread out when you apply, they don't stick together, unlike synthetic brushes. This brush, if you put, you know, a cream on it, or like my concealer brush, it's gonna stick together instead of fanning out. So let's start with like the basic base brushes. If you want to put on foundation, if you want to use a brush, there's all different kinds. You know, we have teeth brushes or beauty blenders. Most of the time, if I'm applying my foundation, I'm using a beauty blender or I'm using a rounded synthetic brush. This is from It Cosmetics, number 101, their foundation brush. So you'd use this kind of brush instead of a natural brush, because if you put product into this, it's not going to work out. The product will sink into it, you're gonna ruin your brush, and it's just not going to be a good time. So this is the kind of brush you would use for foundation. You can also use, some people apply with like a tapered synthetic brush. Then this is what I use for my concealer, because you can get, you know, right in there and blend it out. You can also use this to apply cream blush if you want, or cream contour, cream highlight, anything cream you can use this for. You know, it's all about what you like and what you want your face to look like. For powder, you want to use a big fluffy brush. If you're applying compact powder or face powder, setting powder, bronzer, you want to use a big fluffy brush, and these are natural. You want to use these kinds of brushes because they're not so targeted. You know, if you use this kind of brush for a bronzer, it's gonna like take you one forever, and it's going to be harder to blend out. So you want to use a big brush to blend it out, and so it's not so targeted in one area. So I use this brush kind of like a catch-all. You know, you can brush away under eye powder, put on bronzer. I use this one specifically for bronzer, and I use this one for like setting powder all over my face. And then for blush, pretty much the same. It's just a little smaller than my bronzer blush, because I put bronzer pretty much all over my face. Blush, you're just putting, you know, on your cheeks. So you want that to be a natural brush, unless you're using a liquid blush, then you want to use a synthetic brush. Sounds complicated, but it's not. If you want to set your under eye powder, I use this brush. This is the Morphe M536. It's tapered, and it gets right in there. Perfect place to put your setting powder. Tapered natural brush. And for highlighter, you can use a fan brush. I don't have one. I don't really use a fan brush. I use more of a fluffy brush, natural brush, because I use powder highlights. If you want to use a liquid highlight, you would use a synthetic brush. So this is like a pretty big fluffy brush, because the area for your highlighter is just right here. So this is the perfect brush to just kind of blend that in, but it's not too big where, you know, you're putting it all over your face. It's pretty targeted, but it's nice and fluffy. For contour, I use an angled brush. This is, I think this is from e.l.f. I can't tell anymore. You are putting this along your cheekbones, right? So it sits against your skin perfectly to blend that out. I like my contour to be pretty strong, just so I can create more of a face, whatever that kind of face is, instead of more of a round face. So, you know, you just put that right there along your cheekbones, and it's the perfect fit. And sometimes I use the tip of this to apply my highlighter when I'm feeling lazy. Now we'll go on to eyes. I have one. I mean, it's ridiculous. Okay, so for eyes now, this is where it gets a little tricky, just because there are so many brushes, and it's so hard to find your holy grail brush. Now I have bought a lot trying to find the perfect one. I know it's trial and error. Some of these, you know, these pink ones are from BH Cosmetics. They're pretty cheap from there. Elf, you know, you don't have to go Marc Jacobs or, you know, NARS Eat a Brush to find something good. Most of mine are Elf or Morphe, BH Cosmetics. These ones I've literally had, I think, since high school from Amazon. Sigma, they have some good ones. This is a flat top kabuki for foundation. This is the F80, but I think I need to throw this away. It's just like, if you can see that, it sheds hairs and it's pretty old, but this used to be my holy grail for foundation, but now I use the rounded top one from It Cosmetics, and I like that a whole lot. Okay, so eyeshadow brushes, let's go synthetic first. These are the main synthetic ones that I use. So this is what you would use for like a cream shadow or for a moussey kind of eyeshadow, anything like that. You're going to use a synthetic one because it's not going to absorb any of that pigment. It's just going to spread. So this big one, if I wanted a whole lid with one color, I could use that one. Or if I'm like carving out my lid, I would use a smaller one and just go all over that with concealer. And then like these smaller ones are going to be pretty targeted. So, you know, if you want it right in the corner or, you know, right on your lid. So these are all natural. And you can tell because they're all soft. You're going to be blending with these brushes. This one is Morphe M433. Great for powder, eyeshadow, you know, all of these are. The rest of these, this one's Morphe M330. A little bit more tapered. Really great for, you know, all of your shadows on your upper lid. This is also Morphe. There's no number. Probably came in a kit. So if you can tell, this one is more tapered and this one is more like fanned out. So this one is great for getting into the crease. This one is great for an all over one. And then if you want to get more into your crease, these are pretty much the same brushes, just smaller. These are all from BH Cosmetics. And these are all fluffy, natural brushes. So I use this one pretty much right in the crease. This one is a little bit bigger and fanned out, so that's great if you want to do your upper eyelid. And this one is a little smaller, but still different than, you know, a pencil brush. This one's going to be a lot more targeted. This one is still for blending. So pencil brushes next. Okay, so pencil brushes next. These are great for smudging your eyeshadows or for doing your upper and lower lash lines. I also use this one today. I use this one for my blue eyeshadow right up here. So this is the Morphe M574. Next we have a flat top brush. This is great if you want to do like a faux lash line, just kind of stamp that on there, or to do your lower lash line. It's really gonna deposit that pigment and you'll be able to smudge it out. We have an angled brush. I use this brush all the time. If I don't want to do real liquid liner, I'll take this in black and I'll just real easily, and I'll do, you know, the corner of my eye. It gets nice and tight in there, super easy to use. And then we have this little guy from Morphe as well. This one is also great for under eye, or if you want to put a shadow on your lid because it's pretty skinny. Great, it fits, you know, right in there. I mean, I have more brushes, but they're literally all just blending brushes. They're all pretty much the same. I think that's everything now. I hope this helped you. I know it kind of all sounds similar, but just kind of play around with your brushes, see what works. It's just about practice. Keep playing around, you know, Sunday night when you're not doing anything, just sit in front of your mirror and play with shadows and see what happens. Keep practicing your blending. You know, that's what 99% of this is about. You don't want harsh lines. I feel like it wasn't that helpful, but I hope it was. Let me know if you have any questions. I do a lot better with like targeted questions, so just let me know. I hope you guys enjoyed this and you enjoyed my makeup. Cute little fit I got going on today with the white. As always, thank you so much for watching. Let me know if you have any questions. I'm happy to help. Please let me know. I love you guys. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye. I don't really know what I'm talking about. I'm just kind of talking out of my ass, so what's the word? Use the big blush. If you only do a tapered blush, I literally cannot. So hard to find, you know, your holy grail eyeshadow blush,